Hey, what's up you guys, DJMama here, and we're here to show off what I brought to locals for the new format. New format dropped the 2nd, and I went on to locals on the 5th of this month of September, so let's see how it goes. I'm sure gonna show off what we played and how it went during the time, but I'll let you know it did not end as well as I would want to, that's all I'll say. So, let me see. One little second, just getting everything in order. So obviously I brought Drytron. I loved Eva. I love negating things. Didn't go as planned as for the format, but here's what I brought. So first off, we gotta start with 3 Alpha Thuban. We played a 1 Beta, a 1 Delta, Gamma 2. The second one could be a new 2 if you want to play the new 2, but I recommend only playing 1 for this build. New 2 is just kind of alright. Next up, triple Zeta. We're playing Big Dad, the Draconids. He's just basic. You can summon him in this deck. It's a little hard, but he's mostly just like a requirement at this point. He's just a really big dude you can just bring out and summon. Next up, 1 Fafnir, and then 3 of Emergency, 3 of Meteonis. Or not Meteonis, 3 Nova, 3 Drytron, Meteonis Drytron, and a Foolish will be the Drytron count. So once again, the Gamma could be a new 2 if you wanted it to be. It's a little hard if you want to do the thing, but you can just end on one of the extra deck guys. So next up, we are playing 3 Benten and Natasha. So you really want to go second and just kind of just go ham with Natasha if you can. It did win me a few games, so this card's still crazy. Next up, another part of the deck that you're going to try to do, the main combo end board, Herald of Perfection with Dawn of the Herald. So, big payoff if you do Dawn Tribute Benten for Herald. It just gets you like a free plus. So we're trying to abuse that one. So next up, we're adding more fairies. We have triple Orange Light. 2 Diviner, only 2 for now. You don't need to run more than 3 because it's gonna mix with well. So yeah, these are also our Eva targets. So we want to max out on those as much as we can while also having Orange Light up. And then our other normal summon is Choju to search the Dawn or any ritual piece we need, pretty much. But speaking of searching ritual pieces, we got 3 pre-prep, a 3 prep of rights to search them out. And then our non-engine, pretty much, Droplet. So very good in this format. We got Instant and Called By rounding this out. So before I get to the extra deck, I'll go over round 1. I fought Tempai, a very seasoned Tempai player at our locals. I set up the Herald board with, I think, it was a little rough. It was just a little rough, that's all I'll say. I think I just said have Herald and maybe like, it was Herald plus IP. I think that was the board. Then I pass turn, he goes Regeki, Chain, Droplet. I obviously negated Regeki, and then he goes Droplet, and I'm like, oh, well, that'd be it. There you go, and then I actually had even hand to discard, and I didn't. I went for Benten on the Regeki negation. And I possibly could have lived if I discarded the Eva. Did not happen that time, so couldn't do much more than that. So we lost that game 1. And then game 2, I let him go second because I'm like, it's Tempai, what's I gonna do first? I literally lost with Alpha, Zeta, and Benten all in hand, opening to Kawakimaru Drago. And I'm like, oh, that's a card. He reveals like another dragon, just another Tempai, just to show me I could die next turn. But I didn't have the out. All I had were lights and darks that can't be special summoned under Drago. So I lost that one. So that was a very unfortunate round 1 loss to Tempai. Drago do be a hell of a card, that's all I'll say. Alright, so we'll go into the extra deck now after talking about that round 1. So starting out 0-2, but probably to be expected. To be honest, couldn't really do a lot versus that very powerful board. of Kawaki Draco pass. It's so bad after I say it, but there's nothing I can do versus that, and then getting OTK'd through Regeki Droplet happens to the best of us, honestly. Next up, let's go over the extra deck, and then we'll go over the next round. There were 4 rounds, but one of them I don't have to talk a lot. So our instant fusion target is Millenniumize Restrict. Big guy, a 1, stops me from getting drolled or hand trapped besides Imperm, sadly. Which did happen. I had Millenniumize Restrict up, but I got Impermed anyway. Happens. Next up, our Diviner targets 1 Entis, 1 Arclight. Then we have our 2 Mebeta Fafnir. And then our other level 1 target, Fuko. It's to guarantee making Zeus next turn, and hopefully you don't die. I probably should have made it versus Tempai, I'll be honest with you. And of course we have a Downerd and a lovely Zeus. Gotta do what you gotta do. And then our links, Anima did come in a good amount of times, as did Mirage Lights. Dynamondo also putting a lot of work. IP is still IP in this format. Unicorn, fine. Probably could have played it over Phoenix. I don't know. It was either this or Phoenix at the moment. And then we also have Boral Sword, and we also made room for the Underworld Goddess. That's lovely 5 and 5, 15. So round 2, I played against Horus Tier. Game 1, we he had too much interaction, and I didn't have the interaction to meet all their graveyard stuff, and I just couldn't keep up. Game 2, I won off the back of side deck card and Natasha. Went first, kind of locked them out. Game 2 went, got my sideboard deck card and Natasha to help clean up that game. So very decent on my end. Then game 3, I think we went in with like 6 minutes left or something. So I like panic played kind of fast, and but it was kind of rough to play through because not only did he like mill pretty good, he milled both shufflers game 3. So I'm like, how am I supposed to make plays if he just has the shufflers? And I'm like, damn, that's really rough for me. So yeah, I lost another one. So 1-2 though, not too bad. And let's get into the lovely game 3, because game 3, what happened? I got the bye. So I'm like, yes, the bye, we got a W. Then there was another round. I'm like, oh no, I wanted to end on a W. All right, so let's just talk about the side now. So our side has changed a bit. It was originally having these 3 cards, but I decided to cut them. Unlocking Bottom's Buster and Draconids. Draconids kind of floats into the Big Dad if you summon him, but I hardly ever summoned Big Dad, and I didn't think I had enough material to ever go into the Magic-y combo. So I ended up replacing them. What stayed was Lancia. It actually never really came in, but I still love having it as an option. A second Meteonis was kind of nice. I did like it, just in case it was like crowed out. One of my the ritual spells were crowed out. This is what I beat the tier player with game 2, Vanity's Ruler. It do be a hell of a card. I did get Dark Rulered, but I did live, so if you let me live, I'll be fine. I'm okay. Another big thing came in, Lava Golem at 3. So this is what I took with an Anima. I also can take this with Natasha. So very, very good on that part. And then we play our arch nemesis Droll in this deck. We gotta do what we gotta do. They can droll us, we'll droll them back. That's all we gotta do. Next up, triple Cosmic Cyclone. These could have been Harpies plus Lightning Storm, but I'm like, there's a lot of Runic players here, like Runic with another type of deck and or thing in it. So I want to play Cosmic. That's all I wanted to do. And next up, we have 1 Pank and double evenly match coming into the replace the other 3. I think these are better. So yeah, so this is the side. And then round 4, I I went versus Runic White Forest. Never played versus that deck. I played against Runic before, but the White Forest stuff was new. It was very exciting. Game 1, we literally grinded for like 40 minutes. I won the game 1 by grinding him out. I don't know how. He just he didn't banish enough decent pieces from my deck, so I'm like, you know what, fine, we're good. He did banish Eva, so I'm like, damn, that sucks, but as long as I can grind, I'll be all right. And then I also had the out with beta, so there's that. So as you saw in this deck list, I'm not playing Silhouhatte. I don't have Thrust. It is what it is, but this is a more budget version. You can still kind of make this work, obviously, for the rest of the round. After that, we went into game 2 where he could game life, and it was pretty much a coin flip. After that, time was called for our game 3, and we're like, let's just roll for it. And I'm like, and it didn't really matter anyway for us, so I kind of just went 0-3 bye. So I lost the little coin flip at the end, so he won. But I did get these off some trades, so these might help some Drytron stuff. Curry Kara with Droplet could be kind of nice. But yeah, this has been the locals report for this deck. It didn't do well, but don't let that get your hopes down or count out this deck. I'm just not good at the pilot now in the format. I will get better. Hopefully we'll have a better report next time, but we'll see. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Ooh.